Hello everyone, my name is Jay, creator of English with Jay and of the Essential English course. You're listening to the second episode of the free weekly Essential English podcast. Today I went to the gym. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of fitness. Some people just love to work out. Not me. I find it really boring. Plus, I'm an introvert. Being in a room full of strangers always makes me nervous. But in spite of that, I try to go to the gym 3 times a week. Not because I want to look better, although this would be nice. And not because it's healthy, even though it surely is. I go because it's hard and uncomfortable. I know, most of you probably think this is a crazy reason to do anything. Normally, people avoid doing things they find hard and uncomfortable. I understand. I used to avoid them too. But I slowly and painfully realized that everything in my life that I'm proud of has happened outside of my comfort zone. Which means that if I want to do more things I'm proud of, I have to get used to being uncomfortable. I need my willpower to be stronger. So, over the last year, I have tried to hit the gym 3 times a week. Sometimes I'm too busy or too lazy and I fail. But even if I fail, on most weeks I do at least 2 workouts. It doesn't sound much, but every year has 52 weeks, which makes more than 100 workouts a year. Not bad at all for a person who doesn't like going to the gym. Anyway, this doesn't change the fact that I find fitness super boring. This takes us to the subject of today's podcast. As I am bored in the gym, I always bring my headphones with me. I bought a nice pair of JBL headphones last year, and suddenly going to the gym became pleasant. Normally, I just listen to music. But not today. Today, I realized that instead of music, I could listen to podcasts. After all, what kind of podcaster would I be if I don't listen to any podcasts? This could give me new ideas how to improve my own podcast and how to be more useful to you guys. I have a good friend who listens to podcasts all the time, and he tells me about them. Of course, I couldn't remember any of them. I'm pretty bad at remembering things. Names, numbers, statistics, quotes, jokes, everything. It's a miracle that I haven't been fired from any of the companies I have worked for. So I had to improvise. I opened Spotify, I wrote podcast, and scrolled down until I found a title I like. One of the podcasts caught my eye. It was black and yellow and was made by Vox, a media company that I really like and I follow on YouTube. I love their video essays, their professionalism, and their sense of humor. I don't even remember the name of the podcast. Let me check. Oh yeah, it's called Today Explained. It discusses topics that are hot in the USA, political, business, social topics. I am Bulgarian, so I didn't think I would find them very interesting or useful. When I realized what they talk about on this podcast, I was going to change the channel. But the subject of their newest episode held my attention. It was about American leaders and how they have become older and older in the recent years. Take, for example, the top 3 candidates for the next presidential elections in the US. Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, and of course, the current president, Donald Trump. All three of them are over 70 years old. This means that whoever wins the elections is going to be the oldest president in American history. This trend is true not only about politicians. American CEOs, senators, and congressmen are also older than ever before. The podcast hosts were even joking that the only big organization in the world run by 80-year-old people is the Roman Catholic Church. The reason for leaders to get older is probably psychological and demographical. People are usually more likely to vote for someone their age. And as Americans, much like Bulgarians, are getting older, it's a logical change. But enough for today. I hope you enjoyed this second episode of the Essential English Podcast. Don't forget to listen to the episode 3 or 4 times. And use the transcription and the translation as well. The more time you spend with the episode, the bigger the chance to remember those new words and phrases and to make them part of your active dictionary. Until next week, Jay.